Hello there boys and girls, welcome back to the Arsenal Save, and today we have the FA Cup final against Newcastle. Very much looking forward to another piece of silverware coming to us at Arsenal. Today we're going to catch up with some of the games that we had in the meantime. We've got some of the yearly awards and all that catch up to do at the end of season stuff. We're then going to have a run through of how we got to the final, and then we're just going to go straight into it. So previously, we had a couple of games off camera. Last time we played was against Atleti away, and Philippe Coutinho scoring the goal there to put us through to the final. We then played Leeds, 2-0 winners against Leeds away from home and at Ellen Road. Carlos Alenia with a brace, one on the 20th minute and one on the 53rd minute. As you can see, other than probably Oblak, it was a rotated side coming, 3 days after the Atleti game. We then played a very tough game against West Ham at the London Stadium. And yeah, really tough. Very hard fought. Kimmich had a little bit of a knock, but it was only for a couple of days, so not too bad. Lacazette, Romagnoli and Tolisso all scoring the goals, getting us a 3-1 win. And then the final game of the season, I put Petr Cech in goal and took him off with about 20 minutes to go. So he got a standing ovation. He got 7.1 on his final game at the Emirates, which is awesome. Again, rotated side because I want to keep people fresh for the Newcastle and the United games. But a 3-0 win. Ramsey, Alenia again in the goals over the last few weeks, and Timo Werner popping up with a goal as well. 3-0 winners, and that is how the season finished. So as you can see here, the Premier League finished like this. We were 14 points clear of United, 38 games, 31 wins, 5 draws and 2 losses, 69 goal difference. Third championship of the series, third in a row, which was awesome. That's what we wanted to do. We wanted to put Arsenal back on top of English football, and we just about managed to do that. Lacazette scoring 31 goals, one behind Callum Wilson in the goal tally, which is one of those things, it just happens. Lamar, 7.73 average rating, which is by and far the best I've ever had on any FM game that I've ever done. He also topped the assist charts of 21 assists in the league. So really well done to Thomas Lamar. And then Jan Oblak finished one behind David Gea. I think without that injury, he might have actually surpassed him. But Jan Oblak, 22 clean sheets of the season. So Thomas Lamar was the Footballer of the Year, as you can see there, well above, head and shoulders above everybody else. He actually double winner, back-to-back winner for Thomas Lamar, and then Alexander Lacazette winning it in the first year for us. So since I've been in, all the Arsenal players have won all the end of year awards. Lamar also wins Player of the Year award as well. Again, he won that last year, and Lacazette won it the year before. Wilson top scored in the league. 32 goals in 35 appearances, and then Alexander Lacazette coming in with 31. So not a bad turnaround for Alexander Lacazette for that season. Lamar also claims the Players Young Player of the Year award. Again, he won that last year, and then Harry Kane won it in our first season in this save. De Gea winning the Golden Glove. I win Manager of the Year, and I think that's my third time in 3 years that I've won that. So yeah, thank you very much. So 3 wins for that from me. Team of the Year, basically dominated between us and United. De Gea in goal, Verseo, Laporte, Lindelof and Kolasinac at the back four. Lamar, Pogba, Tolisso and Piano Sisto for Bournemouth on the right hand side, and then Callum Wilson and Lacazette up top. So formidable team really to go into that. Bournemouth finished 6th in the league, so they qualify for the Europa League. Tottenham finished 5th. City, Chelsea, United, and then us. Liverpool outside the top 7, which is crazy. Beaten by Everton in the league. People that are going down: Swansea, Watford, and Wolves all going down. Sunderland finishing 17th on the same level of points. Sunderland Leeds, same level of points as Swansea, but better goal differences. So all in all, that is everything. I think as far as I can remember, everything that is done at the end of season. So we started in the third round against Millwall, comfortable 2-0 win, where we played a highly rotated side with a lot of youngsters, just because we were going through that injury crisis at the time. Tyrese John-Jules and Trey Coyle coming in and scoring the goals for us. We then had to go for a replay in the next couple of rounds. Leeds first, where we drew 2-2 at Ellen Road. Lacazette and Xhaka scoring in the 45th minute. Very important goal. The Granit Xhaka won it in the 46th minute of the first half there, because second half was pretty boring, to be fair. And that took us to a replay where we absolutely dominated 4-1 winners against Leeds. Highly rotated side there, and we came out comfortable winners. We then had another replay against our arch rivals Tottenham. Again, 0-0 at home against them. And then we went to New White Hart Lane and beat them 2-0. Coutinho and Lacazette both scoring the goals. Little fairly easy 6-round draw against Barnsley. Clivert with a brace, and Timo Werner popping up with another goal. And then we snuck a 1-0 win against City. Alexander Lacazette popping up with a goal, but he did also miss a penalty, so it could have been a little bit more comfortable for us in the run-in to the FA Cup final. So that is our run-in, and this is going to be the team selection that I'm going for today. So we're sticking with the 4-2-3-1. We've got Petr Cech in goal. I've got to give it to him. He needs a winner's medal for his final season of the year. Tierney at left back, Mira and Mustafi Kimmich at the defence. Xhaka and Ramsey in the middle. We've got Clivert on the left, Iwobi in the middle, Berardi on the right, and Timo Werner up top. On the bench, if we need them, Lacazette, Lamar, Coutinho, Tolisso, Goretzka, Kolesniak, and Aymeric Laporte. Newcastle are a championship side. They are coming up from the championship this season. They have won that division, which comfortably they should do. Up top they've got Che Adams and Dwight Gale, ex-Peterborough United man. 18 goals in 38 appearances for him, 7.11. John Joe Shelvey and Ben Osborne. Ben Osborne, very good midfielder for that level. Still got Kieran Clark out the back, and Martin Sells in the goal. Manquillo's still there. Jordan Murphy's still out as well. So it's an okay Newcastle side, but we should be beating them pretty comfortably, to be fair. Expect nothing else but a win. Keep our good run of form going. We're back at Wembley. We've won at Wembley before with the Carabao Cup, and now we need to put the icing on the cake and win the FA Cup. Haven't won this in the save yet, so I'm looking for the FA Cup win as well, and that will give us a domestic treble so far this season, and then hopefully add the Champions League to it in the next few days. Half an hour gone. First highlight. So very, very cagey affair so far in the FA Cup final. Ramsey now in the ball in the middle into Timo Werner, surrounded by Newcastle players, and he puts it out to Kimmich. Can he get the ball in? Yes, he can. Can't find Werner. Goes it again, and Lindsay gets the ball away, and Malabi is going to get the ball clear for Newcastle. Clivert closing down McCarthy as well, and they go all the way back to Martin Sells. And they're just going to play it out comfortably from out the back and then launch it forward up to Che Adams. But Mustafi's always going to win that header. Iwobi now inside. He's going to go out to Tierney. No, tries to go out to Clivert. Gets cut out. Clivert now back to Xhaka, into Iwobi, back to Ramsey. This is good patient play here from Arsenal. Lovely through ball to Berardi, into Werner, and that's 1-0. Lovely patient play from the boys. Just didn't panic. We just kept composed, and they were really pressing us. As you can see there, 2 or 3 players on Patrick Clivert. Iwobi gets the ball into Ramsey. Ramsey then threads a fantastic through ball to Berardi, and he just puts it across. Werner's not going to miss that. 1-0 to Arsenal in this final. And that sees us through to half-time. We are dominating this final. 11 shots, 2 on target, 63% possession. I've had 1 shot and it's not even been on target. Timo Werner scoring just on the half-hour mark. I'm just going to assertively say, look, I'm far from pleased from what I've seen, just because we should be really dominating this and scoring a few more goals in the second half. Going to go straight back out there, and hopefully we can get a few more goals, few more highlights for you in this FA Cup final. Gale's a bit deep there. That's a lovely through ball to Che Adams. Che Adams is through, and that is going to be a penalty. Is the Mera's putting him down? Mera's put him down, and that was a great through ball from Gale. Sent Che Adams through, and Shelvey's going to step up. Can he go and score? Yes, he can. 1 apiece just after half time. Great through ball by Dwight Gale. Che Adams was through to the ball. Mera takes him down, and now it's 1 apiece. Xhaka now. He's got the ball in the middle into Alex Iwobi, and Iwobi goes through to Ramsey. Can he find the ball to Timo Werner? Yes, he can. Goes a little bit wide, goes into the back post. Ramsey's there. Clivert's there. Clivert scores straight after their goal. Lovely response from the youngsters, really, to be fair, and the reserve players. And that's a great finish from Clivert. And Timo Werner just pushed a little bit wide there from the through ball from Ramsey. Tried to get the ball across, couldn't get there. Ramsey drops it down to Justin Clivert, and that is a great little finish there from the young Dutch player. And it's 2-1 to Arsenal now. Mera does have that in his locker. He does make 1 or 2 mistakes here and there, but overall we can be quite solid. Just over the hour mark gone now, and it's another highlight for Newcastle. Lindsay being pressed there by Kluivert, and Shelvey being pressed by Ramsey, which is what we want to see. Salafidis bows back to Clark, and again we're really pressing really high up the pitch, which is great to see. What we want to see. Sells dallying a little bit, and that's a good header from Xhaka. Xhaka to Berardi, into Werner. Werner through ball to Iwobi. Can he score the third? Yes, he can. Sells gets a hand onto it just after the hour mark. We make it 3-1. 2-goal lead back now, and that's a great finish from Alex Iwobi. They send it up. Good header from Xhaka. Knocks it down to Berardi. Berardi quickly gets it to Timo Werner, and he just finds a through ball from Alex Iwobi. And I think Sells did get a hand to it. He did. Couldn't get there. 3-1 to Arsenal, but we give the ball away, and Dwight Gale, who is dangerous on the break, goes on the right hand side, goes on the outside, going to whip the ball into Transamov, and that's a good chance from Newcastle. Great play from Dwight Gale, getting on the outside, whipping the ball in. Mirror now one-on-one with Dwight Gale, but they get the second ball, get the knockdown. Gale through. Can he score? Yes, he can. Dwight Gale makes it 3-2 now to Arsenal, and he basically beats Czech at the near post. 20 minutes to go. We've made some changes, but before that we do have a highlight, and that is Osborne upending Werner. He's already on a yellow card. That's his second, and Newcastle down to 10 men. Spirited fight back from Newcastle with Dwight Gale's goal a few moments ago, but Osborne, I think, has put a kibosh on that. Second yellow card for him, and it's 10 men to Newcastle. Kluivert now on the left hand side into Iwobi. Can we find a fourth? Can we go another 2 goals up? Kimmich on this right hand side. Werner pushed out to the width now. Werner's going to get that ball in into Tolisso. Tolisso into Lacazette. Lacazette scores 4-2 to Arsenal. Final 10 minutes. They're down to 10 men. That should be game over. And Lacazette has been lethal this season. Kimmich now on this right hand side gets the ball to Timo Werner. Put him out on the wing for Lacazette, really, to be fair. Tolisso gets the ball in. Lacazette, first time shot. Sells no chance. 10 minutes to go. 4-2. 7 minutes to go now. They're going to go for yet another goal to kind of make it a little bit nervy in the final 5 or 10 minutes. Shelvey now, but can't get the through ball to Dwight Gale. Xhaka and Kluivert do a good job of marshalling that. Lacazette now launching the ball out to Timo Werner, but gets tackled by Clark and Mpai. Lovely over the top ball to Gale. Sorry, Gale hits the post, and Mera really needs to be looking over his shoulder because he's very susceptible to that. Mera should win that ball in the air, but it's Kolesniak, and now Manquillo gets the ball to Shelvey. Brooks out to Staffelidis. Staffelidis gets the ball out to the width to Dwight Gale, but Kolesniak doing a good job on him there. Kluivert now, can he take his man on? Yes, he can. Uses that pace that he's got. Lacazette again uses his pace to get away from his men. Kluivert down this left hand side into Iwobi. Iwobi back to Tolisso. Can Tolisso get a through ball to Werner? Yes, he can, but it comes out to Kluivert. Kluivert makes it number 5. That's his second of the game. 5-2 to Arsenal. A little bit lucky, really, to be fair, because the shot from Werner just deflected over to Kluivert's path, but he put it away, which is what he needed to do. Tolisso, lovely little through ball to Timo Werner. He takes a shot, rebounds to Kluivert. First time shot from him. 5-2. 2 for him today. Really good showing from Justin Kluivert. Final seconds counting down now. The ref is going to blow his whistle. There it is. 5-2 to Arsenal. We've won the FA Cup. First time in the save, and it's another piece of silverware for us, which is brilliant. That's now the domestic treble has been done. But if we look at this, so won the FA Cup, won the Carabao Cup, Community Shield, it is what it is, and then we won the Premier League. So the domestic treble is done. Big one coming up now, the Champions League final against United. Can we finally get our Arsenal to a Champions League final and eventually win one? Sees us win the domestic treble that we wanted, the FA Cup that we wanted, hadn't won it before in the save, and really does put Arsenal back on top for the one of the best clubs in England, which is what we wanted to do at the start of the save. Now we need to knock off another challenge, and that is to get them to the top of European football and win a European title. That comes on Monday. Manchester United in the final of the Champions League. Don't miss it. That's it for today's episode. If you have enjoyed it, please do leave it a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and you don't want to miss out on any more content coming forward to you. And until next time, which will be Monday, Champions League final, I'll see you soon.